Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Homestead Fabricator. I'm working on my first welding project here in the new shop. It's going to be a sculpture of some sort. It'll be multifaceted. I have no idea what the name is going to be called yet, but I have some ideas working in my head. I just changed the batteries in my welding helmet. I got my marks set up for repeated cuts. What I really need is a chop saw stand to put like a stop block or find one of my clamps where it's, who knows where it is. Just put a stop block right here and do repeated cuts same time after time. So I'll finish getting set up and then start cutting. Got my helmet set to grind mode, so that should be good. I have no idea how well my voice is going to come through on this thing. I'll tell you one thing, this setup is a lot better than what I had at the old place. Actually, this is not going to work with the earmuffs I have. I don't have earplugs, which I should get. Hold on. I wonder if it had such crummy optics in this thing. There's an inner shield thing on here. I was wondering why I couldn't see worth a damn. Well, how about we do this properly here? And yes, I know I gotta clean that sticker residue off. And I'll be able to see better. See like I should. And maybe I won't be cursing this face shield out so much. I was cursing it out pretty good last time because I thought it was like a hopeless piece and junk, the worst design thing ever, you know? And then you realize you were using it wrong. It was you that was doing something wrong the whole time. Just clean off that sticker residue. Oh man, this is light years better than what it was. Oh, this is a joy to use now. Holy cow, I can see. I'm only sitting down doing this so I can see the next cut marks. Basically my stop block. Since it's dry cut, I can still touch it right here. Look at that. You cannot do that with an abrasive wheel. And it's supposed to be 3-inch. Darn face shield. Let's see, check it on the 6. Yeah, it's just a hair. Let's see. Right on. And that looks pretty close. So yeah, any gap I could fix in the welding process. So now to make 30 some more of these. I just need to see that mark. No danger here. Darn face shield is a cheap one, so it likes to keep sliding down on me. Maybe just a tad. If I had a proper stop block, I don't have any time handy to put a block there to take the place of that. Off just a little bit. Maybe the blade might be. I gotta clean all these edges off on the grinder anyway. Pretty good. I'll get with it. Okay, now what's as you can see, I had to switch to the backup chop saw. After the first cut, the blade went dull. It isn't cut worth a dang. So, good thing I got this whole thing. Yeah, I really don't want to use this one, but I have to get my helmet out of the way so I don't spark it to death. Just means it's going to be that much harder. Keep these cutting all the same. Crooked. The thing vibrated so much it turned. So, that'll teach me. I want to use the son of a gun. There we go. other one. I just got to back this off. I hope this thing didn't go out of squares. I haven't used it once I squared it up. Yeah, this is the junk one. Boy, is that hot compared to the dry cut. Holy fright. Yeah, I'm just going to have to deal with the gap issues and welding it up, so I'm going to turn the camera off and just cut them out and see how this goes. I have 17 pieces, only need 13 for the sculpture itself, so I have some spares in case I miscut, and I'll keep those for parts for another one similar to it. I have ideas for them. So yeah, this chop saw has a lot of vibration in it, mainly because it's nowhere near as heavy as my dry cut saw, so it wants to wobble around the table. I actually had to space it out as that would sit on top of the stock, flat stock, like you're measuring it out how to cut. I actually had to cut these, measure it oversized from the wheel because of the, I'm guessing because of the wheel just wobbles a bit, and that compensates for it. So I had to cut it a 1/16 to an 1/8 inch oversized. So once I grind up the edges, clean them up, they should be right in the exact tolerance. Now to do the stand for it, that's going to be part of the sculpture, and then I have some material around here somewhere for the base. I got done cutting all the pieces I need for sculpture itself with a few extra pieces. I better use my gloves for this. And it does stink. My favorite chop saw, the blade on it went dull, it seems like. So I've been did a lot of cutting with my first few projects, so it's not rated for the most cuts either. Cutting steel, that blade isn't meant for doing as much steel as I did, I think. So good thing I have this backup for backup. Now to cut parts for the base, for the stand. And this thing just keeps moving around, and no idea where this thing is going to end up. part. It doesn't matter if it's a little long. If they're all come out 12 1/8, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be exact for this as long as they're all the same length. And if they're not, well, I'll just end up trimming it down. Worst case, if I can't find the keys to unlock the cabinet, get the safety chains to properly secure the shielding gas bottle to the welding cart. I break out the flux core welders. I'm gonna have to weld with this, with the shop door up and the fan on. So I'll have a fume extractor, which would be really nice to have. I'd love to have a fume extractor. The one I want is about $5 grand, but there are cheaper ones that do the job, but you get what you pay for. What I'm going to do here with these 3-inch squares is get this tacked up so then I can always move them later. I'm going to make an octagon ring. Okay, doing it this way. And then I'm going to come back, do an octagon ring around this way, leaving one square open so I can weld the stand to it. So picture the stand, you know, like this, but you know, a few inches deeper. Sitting on top of that, of course, that if this is the actual bottom piece, I would be missing. So it's going to be basically an octagon ball from the side views, the side and end views, depending on how you look at it. I'm going to have to cut triangular pieces to fit in here. So it's going to have an octagon this way, and around here. So wait, maybe I need to cut some more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me count here. I need 13, 14, 15, 17. Oh, crepes, I'm going to have to cut some more. Let's see here. Yeah. Well, I'll get doing the math and then continue on. Turns out my math was spot on with what I need. The pieces I thought were extras, I was going to need those. So yeah, I'm all set for these. I just got to get these cleaned up, find my grinder. That's hidden in my shed at home. So I really can't progress anymore on this. So until next time, folks, take care, get out there and build something. This piece is exactly straight to what I needed to, but that gives you a better idea what I'm doing. I'm going to do it this way, wrap it around this way, then add a few more pieces around here. Like, picture this being here, and then piece like here at an angle. Then I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8-ish triangles to cut. So yeah, looking good. That'll teach me to check the settings on my helmet. I had it set for grind and I got arc flash in my eye, so now I'm seeing stars, so hopefully I didn't get hurt too bad. Whew, that was not fun. I'm just tacking this one up. See the little tacks? I have it set for 125 amps, synergic mode. So, think of it tacking the rest of them. Well, the welds didn't come out that great on this piece. The outside corner joints have a bunch of porosity in here. I didn't get it to both sides, so I have to come back and do that. I have to come back and do a bunch of these. Little pit crater there, a crater there, craters at the start of that weld. I have a problem with my gas regulator. Here's where I think was maybe one of the first welds when I turned the gas back on, so I have a leak issue. I think that's where that came from. That's the only one that was that bad. The rest of them came up pretty good. That's a little bad, but these are mostly chain welded. I did a weld here, and weld here, repeated that all the way around, then came back and welded this section, did this, rotate it, did the next corner. But this little fella, you could see it came out really crooked. I don't know if I'm going to start over or just let it go at that. Maybe fill it in with some more weld, or use that, cut that piece out and use that to attach to the base. So all I'm going to do is weld up the other pieces eventually and see how it comes out. Because this is supposed to be like this, you know, on the top, bottom, and sides. Then I have to cut a triangle piece for, you know, in between these that go up to the middle. So we'll see how bad the welds, how bad not the welds, how the welds look. Actually, pretty good on this piece, but see how more crooked I can get these things.